Okay, so welcome to Let's Talk the Football Edition. So today we've got Riccardo on the show. So do you want to say hello, Riccardo?
Hi guys, you all right? Hello everyone who's watching.
Good to have you on, man.
Yeah, we thought we'd get him on since we're going to be talking about City winning the Premier League. So obviously he's buzzing about that.
Yet again.
Yet again. And we're also going to do a little bit on the FA Cup. So Leicester winning the FA Cup. So well done to Leicester. Talk about Rangers with their unbeaten season, a little bit on Man U and their team selection, and then we're just going to follow on from there. So, Shaun, Riccardo, do you want to kick us off with City winning the league?
Yeah, well, done and dusted, eh? We didn't have to do it ourselves. Thankfully, Leicester done it for United, but it was coming anyway, really. Just needed one more victory out of 3 games, so it's just going to... But normally I'm celebrating a lot already because our season's done after we won the league. But this time we've got a Champions League final. I know it's separate from the Premier League, but I want to joint celebration. So I'm not celebrating too tough at the moment like I would do in the past. We've got nothing else to play for. But yeah, I'm happy. Dominated 10 years, won 5 in the last 10 years or something. So can't complain about that. No, been the dominant force, do you know what I mean? Pep's come in his first season, wasn't right. Fixed it after that, won back-to-back ones. Liverpool took it off us, but we took it back off him again. But yeah, at the start of the season, I thought I just wanted top 4, basically, the way we started and all that. I didn't think for 1 second that would be champions, and went on some brilliant run. Just kept winning games after games, and people kept popping up like Gundogan, putting shifts in, and everyone just doing what they had to do and propelled us up there. And we stuck up there, really. And I thank the players for that and all that. But it has been a good season, but it's been a weird one as well because no fans has been there. So it must be hard for everyone as well in that club to have no fans to spur you on home and away. So it's just been basically just the managers and the subs and the backroom staff making all the noise. But like I said, it has been challenging, but I've loved it because we've come out champions.
What would you say? Quick question. Would you actually say that out of all the titles that you've won in your lifetime, do you reckon that's the hardest one you've had to win?
I think...
From where you was? And
that's what Pep said, didn't he? Pep said that, didn't he?
Well, I think, yeah, maybe. But then I think the hardest one was against the first one what we won because we never won it before and wanted to. We made it so hard against QPR. That's the hardest one where we've scored 2 goals in injury time. Should have been the easiest one, but it changed to the hardest one. Because it's a City thing. This is what City do. We can't do things easy. We've always got to be the hard way. But I think that one, the first one to win is always your hardest one, I reckon. So I go for that one. And then after that, you start thinking. But I think we've done well. We haven't got to 90 points, so I'm disappointed. I'm only joking. Nah, it's been good. The standard of the football from everyone's been good each year. So it is going to get better and better, I reckon.
What would you say to the people that are saying that you bought the league? That's been
you're going to get that, aren't you? But you got to look like, I'm not saying, but look at like when United first started, we could only spend 1 million. They were spending like 50 or 60 million in them times. You know what I mean? And like they started all this when they bought like Rio Ferdinand, Juventus. They could buy anyone. They had power. They had a manager who could wanted whoever wanted in. He brought in Andy Cole. He brought in from Newcastle, who's top goal scorer. Anyone he wanted, he brought in. So we're not doing anything wrong, really, in the inflation of the market as well. If you look at City, we don't go and buy one player for like 140 mil and break our bank. We buy like one for 50 and one for 60. We do it all like separate. But look at Diaz. He's come in. He was cheap.
I'm going to mention that to be fair with Diaz. Because he's if you look at him compared to how much was he? Like 60 mil was he? Something like that, wasn't he?
I think even just that. That's with add-ons.
Yeah. But then you compare it to Van Dijk. Obviously, Van Dijk's a great player, but like he cost 80, and that was a couple of seasons ago. Do you know what I mean? So how much would Van Dijk be now?
But the thing is, do you not think?
Maguire was 80.
But then you got to think the reason that if Van Dijk and maybe Maguire weren't initially playing in England first, then they probably would have cost maybe 60 mil. But if Diaz had played that well for a different Premier League club in the Premier League first before then going to Manchester City, that might also be a factor why it cost 80 mil. I'm just saying.
But fair play to City then for picking him out. Do you know what I mean? That's my argument with like people.
Very good recruitment. Very good.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
if you look at him, before he come to City, he was captain at Benfica at his age as well.
Yeah.
So he's got to be decent to be captain of, like, I'm not saying like the elite team, but Benfica are a decent team in Portugal, one of the best there, aren't they, really? And to be captain at a young age, you've got to be good. You can't just mess about. So he's been a leader from a very young age, and he's going to bring that into City. I think he'll be the future captain at City, maybe next year or the year after, maybe. He's got a bright future there at City.
It's a potential replacement for Company?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Even though I don't like, because Company's a legend, I don't like comparing him. I like to be their own individual, do you know what I mean? But he could do the same traits as Company, probably faster than Company in that sense. He's probably might read the game like Company. Because remember, Company were a defender in the first place. He's a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
And City brought him to the back. So he was like, his trade really was a defensive midfielder. So when Diaz is a natural defender where Company wasn't. So that might be the biggest difference, I reckon.
Do you reckon, what do you think player of the season for Diaz?
Yeah, or Gundogan for me, because I can't forget what he done prior. Before.
He's favourite. He's favourite Diaz.
He's favourite. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like Gundogan as well because he chipped in when it really when the players weren't playing good, like De Bruyne and all them, or when he was injured. Gundogan stepped up. Like I thought, where's the goals going to come from? I weren't too bothered about the defence. I thought we'll just outscore people like we normally do. Or do you know what I mean? But it's a very hard one between them. But I know why people are saying Diaz because of goal. But you've got to look at Gundogan as well. Like his high scoring tally this season, and he's done really well.
No, that's true. No, I agree on that. I can't really disagree on that. But also, with defensively, you've kept quite a lot of clean sheets, as well. So that's very impressive too. But but it's fascinating actually because when you think about if you look at like Leicester for example, right? Leicester have like kind of helped Man City in a way twice. So after they beat you 5-2, it was just like let's wake up and let's wake up after what happened because of Leicester. And then they went on an unbelievable run, and then Leicester go and help you win the title by beating Man United. So fair play to Leicester also, but no, Man City deserved it. Like, I can't, as a Liverpool fan, I can't complain.
That's why we give them the FA Cup because we knew they'll beat Chelsea in it. So I thought we'll let Chelsea go through, we'll let Leicester win that because they done us a favour.
A few people have said. Obviously we've all said that Pep's the best coach and stuff, and they got him into. So it's not a surprise that City have won the league because they got the best coach. He's allowed to get the best players. It's no surprise. But I think he deserves a lot more credit than what.
Yeah.
A lot more credit because I think he's done the job though. Like, and you spent money, but like we said with Diaz, it was look at Maguire's 80 mil, Diaz was 60 mil, and Diaz is a better player. Do you know what I mean? So recruitment wise, they've got it spot on.
That's why Pep was brought in to win trophies.
Yeah. But he's done it, hasn't he? So I think
that's what I mean. And if he wins a Champions League, like I want us to win it, obviously. And then I think to myself, next season, after next, we'll just Pep just call it on his head because he can go to the chairman and say, "Look, I've won everything here now. There's nothing for me tomorrow to win in England. I've won it back to back. I've got 100 points. I might, you know what I mean? I've won everything I can. Like, I'm going to leave you in a good position for another manager to come in. Look at all the talent you've got." In the under 23s or under 18s, they both won their leagues, so they must have some decent players in there. Do you know what I mean? The recruitment's right. So Pep's not leave. When Pep goes, I'll be gutted, but I know we're in good hands. After that, because the club's run right. It's not like he's going to leave and then everything's up and down. He'll leave when he knows everything's on his legacy, basically. So he'll know if he's successful in the future, he can say I was part of that as well.
Yeah, I think one thing as well with this season is if you look at Liverpool last year, they won the league, and I mean they walked the league, didn't they, in the end? But they completely flopped with all the other trophies though, and everyone felt it was great that Liverpool won the league because it was so many years since I've won it, and it was great. But for me, I felt a little bit underwhelmed with it that you won the league, but you won the league at like Christmas. You could have done more. Whereas City, they've won the league and they're actually doing more as well. Like they're in the Champions League final. Do you know what I mean? And
I agree on that to a certain extent. Because don't get me wrong, I don't know what it is, but since Klopp has come in, it's like we don't care about the cups, like the FA Cup and League Cup. And as much as people might downplay them, you're in it, you might as well try and win it. So I'm a bit disappointed that we've not maybe gone for one of those as well as when we won the league. But I can't lie, we went for the Champions League. We got beat. Obviously, we lost to Atletico Madrid. I can't say that we didn't try to to regain the Champions League. I can't say we didn't try to win that. I'm just I'm disappointed that we didn't go for the other trophies, but it's not for the win of trying. I just think that we just didn't. Also, if you look at our squad, like if we compare it to Man City squad, like we might have a first team, but if you're talking coming off the bench, we've got a couple players that can come off the bench that can do it, but we've got nowhere near as many as maybe Manchester City in terms of being able to come off the bench and transform a game in our favour. And that's the problem with Liverpool compared to maybe Manchester City. I don't think we've got the squad depth to switch up to a much weaker team and it still almost be as maybe slightly less stronger than our first team. So that's why we didn't do it on all four on all trophies.
Yeah, but to me, I think like the League Cup, I don't think we should have it really, because I think we've got the FA Cup. No other leagues in the European have two cups. It's like, and you want more games in the Champions League, but you still want this League Cup. It's like, I know the English one's got the richest money now, but it's killing people off. The players, you're not going to see the best out of them if you get all these games, because the League Cup is just a hindrance. I know like City keep winning and that, but I'd rather not. It's just a hindrance.
The problem is though with the League Cup, it's because the Premier League take all the money. That's sort of the clause that the Premier League give the EFL that will let you have a League Cup. So all our big teams will play against your little teams, and it's sort of an incentive. Do you know what I mean? Because
like, if you look,
I completely agree with you, but it's the Premier League sort of have to do it.
If you look over the past years, not one Championship team has won it. It's always been like the top teams in England.
They won it last team with Bradford that got to the final.
Yeah, Bradford.
Yeah.
Before that was Cardiff.
Swansea won it, didn't they? Swansea won it.
Swansea won it. They were in the Premier though at the time, weren't they?
Is it better to change it up, like where the top teams can only play the under 23s or some? Because I don't believe that.
They've already got another trophy like that. They've got another trophy like that though.
Yeah,
they've got another trophy like that one.
Papa John's.
Trophy, yeah, but do you think the league trophy is something like?
Yeah, it's a waste, mate. It's a waste.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, but they can't get rid of it though, because, like I said, the Premier League.
It is a hindrance. Do you know what I mean? It is a hindrance.
No, I was just going to say, have you known a cup competition to change its name so often?
No.
It used to be
it's a Worthington Cup.
Yeah, it was the Worthington Cup, innit?
Yeah. Then the Carling Cup. Then it was
Carabao Cup.
That is by far the worst name, by the way, the Carabao Cup. That's awful.
But whoever sponsors it.
It's shocking.
It is shocking. Next, it'll be called the Kazoo Cup. It'll be called the Kazoo Cup.
Yeah. And then the one that they play the under-23s, it was the Johnson's Paint. Then it was, what's it now? Then it's the Papa John's trophy.
Papa John's. What do you win around a pizza? What do you win? You all win a pizza each.
Honestly, mate, it's a waste. Like, I remember Leeds were in it, and we call it the Mickey Mouse Cup because it's just a waste of time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I wouldn't mind though? If they did if they scrap that League Cup, and I know it's a lot of fixtures, but maybe they should turn it into like a UK Cup or something where you got like Celtic and Rangers could be in it, and other teams.
That'd even worse. Oh God, that'd be worse.
But I'd rather watch that than the League Cup, man. Where you just got, you know what I mean? Come on, man. It'd make it a little bit more competitive.
I don't know how much Celtic and Rangers. I'm a bit skeptical on that, Shawnee. So I think
if you don't want that, we'll stick with the League Cup then.
Sometimes it's better the devil you know. We'll just stick to it.
Exactly. So there we go.
While we're on cups, we'll talk about the FA Cup. So Leicester won their first ever FA Cup on Saturday, beating Chelsea 1-0. Fantastic goal from Tillemans. What you guys' thoughts?
Fair play to Leicester, man. Fair play to Leicester. You know, it was two teams that can, when they want to, they can defend pretty well. Both teams can defend pretty well, and that's what it was. Like, I thought both defenses, cancel each other out. There weren't too many chances. Chelsea, they probed in the first half and all this and that. But I thought Fofana, especially at the back for Leicester, was unbelievable. Bearing in mind Johnny Evans went off injured, and obviously they lost Johnny Evans the other week against Newcastle, and they shifted 4 goals. So it's a good thing they weren't playing Callum Wilson this week, an actual striker that can put the ball in the back of the net. That's what Chelsea's problem is. They good up to a certain point, and they can't put the ball in the back of the net. Because if Chelsea had a good striker, they probably would have won that game. So, But for Leicester, they defended really well, bided their time. Unbelievable goal by Tielemans. No Chelsea fan can tell me that Mendy would have saved that, because no goalkeeper's going to save that. It was just unbelievable shot. But if you give someone with that quality, how can you give someone that much time and space to hit the shot? What do you think is going to happen? It's probably going to end up as a goal. I'm so glad, as a heritage part Jamaican man, that big Wes Morgan got himself a medal, and that own goal didn't stand, because as much as people say the offside was harsh, it was very harsh, but it was offside. And the rules are the rules, and the Chelsea fans are going to be upset about that. But the fact of the matter is, it's offside. So, you know what I mean? And Schmeichel, you have to shout out Schmeichel, made 2 unbelievable saves as well. Did what he had to do. He's like, his father would be proud, man. So I think in the end, Leicester deserved it. And, for their owner and his father who passed away, that's for them. That's for him, man. And I'm glad that they won it. I think they deserved it. Well done, Rodgers, too.
Go on, Riccardo, what you think?
Well, I was watching it, and they did deserve it. I knew Chelsea was going to lose that. I know you say, but do you know why? Because when I watched that first half, all I seen is when they got it out from the back, when Leicester was putting pressure on, they got it to Alonso. All Alonso did was try and whack it hard to Werner all the time, bypass the midfield and everything. That's why Mount weren't getting on the ball as much, because it was just to Werner. That's what they do, and try and get knockouts to Mount and the counter. When that doesn't happen, they haven't got not a clue what to do, Chelsea. When that long ball to Werner doesn't pay off, they don't know what to do. They don't. And you're telling me, like, how much did they spend on all them forwards? 220 mil or more?
Yeah, something like
that. And you don't justify when City spent all that at the back, everyone's saying, oh, look, when you do spend all that money and all that, it's supposed to make a difference. Well, City's has made a difference when we spent all that money back. But can you tell Chelsea's at the front? Because that looks like a team what doesn't have 220 million worth of talent up front at all.
Yeah.
Like, where is it? Like, on the bench, Havertz, how much was he? 75
90. 90.
90
I don't know if that's including add-ons, but 90, yeah.
A 90 million guy on the bench.
I know.
It's like ridiculous, and like, how do you justify that, Mike? And like Tammy Abraham, I'm not saying he wasn't even in the squad at all,
I want him in the squad.
He deserves to be in the squad because he can nick a goal. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's a nuisance up there sometimes. And maybe the FA Cup might mean more to some of these players who've played in here, not these foreigners, because they've never played in it. They might have watched it, but for people who've been over here and like Tammy Abraham, who dream about lifting the cup, because you ask every English person who's won it, oh, it's a dream. It's a dream from when I was little, playing on the streets, or FA Cup. They've been brought in to watch the FA Cup from little and that. So it means more to them. But when I watched Chelsea yesterday, it looks like they thought they turned up and they thought they won it already. That's what I thought. Anyway, it's like, yeah, we're Chelsea. We're playing Leicester. We're in the final. And then I thought they didn't turn up. But then you got to realise, Tuchel, does he turn up in finals or what? He's lost all his finals I've seen him play. Lost the Champions League final. Lost this final. He might lose another Champions League final.
No, but don't say stuff because you'll curse yourself.
No, I'm not saying like is it like one of them where is it a curse in the final or what is it? Because does he come out with attitude wrong? I don't know. Like, did Chelsea thought they could turn up on a big pitch and roll Leicester over? Because I didn't see that intensity from Chelsea, what I've seen from the other games and stuff. I've seen Jorginho, he had a poor game, kept losing the ball. That midfield. Mount was trying.
I felt sorry for him, though. You got to feel sorry for him.
Ziyech was ghost. I didn't see much of Ziyech at all. As for Laporte, Reece James weren't putting no good crosses in, or Alonso didn't get up that much and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it was nerves because it is a final as well. I don't know. But I think Leicester fully deserved it. I'm glad that they've done it for the chairman and his dad and all that.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And they're doing how you run a club properly, Leicester. And I love how it's run and how they do things and how they don't overspend. And look at them. They got rid of their best defender for 80 mil. And they look at them, they go win a trophy.
Mad, isn't it? Yeah,
what does that tell you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. But I think also, if you look at the manager, Tuchel, his tactics were wrong. Like, how can you put Reece? He put Reece James as the centre back and played Azpilicueta as the wing back. That doesn't make no sense to me whatsoever why you would do that. just clearly you just switch them around. You know what I mean? You're just stupid. But Chelsea, the thing I know you said about nerves, but Chelsea shouldn't really have much excuses. Most of this team is the same team that got into the FA Cup final last year, and they got beat by Arsenal.
Last year.
But the difference also last year is that Arsenal are kind of more used to getting to finals, and Leicester aren't. And that's the crazy thing.
The difference between the teams from last year and this year is 250 mil.
Yeah, thank you. But
do you know what I mean? Like they spent 250 mil to win it. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, but if that was City, you spent 250 mil. Everyone said they should win the league.
Yeah, they would do. Yeah.
But for Chelsea, it's all right for them not to win the league because they spent. But if that was City, everyone would be on the back like, oh, it's 250 mil. They should be winning it. Oh, look at if we had a 90 mil player on our bench, everyone would be going mad.
Yeah, they would.
It's just a double standards. Like they could do it, but we can't. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird how they could get away with it. Oh, it's still a good season for Chelsea. Hold on, you spent 220 mil. You've got to win something for that.
The thing is, Leicester are that good.
But there was nowhere near worth 220 mil. Like they can't do that.
No, I don't disagree. But is it also down to how they're managed?
Yeah, it is, but it's how like the players' attitudes from the manager to get that. But when they're on the pitch, the manager can't do nothing. He can't play for them.
Yeah,
if they're doing a misplaced pass or they're not scoring from 4 yards, that's not the manager's fault. That's down to the player. Do you know what I mean? All he can do is motivate them and make subs and try and do some impact. But apart from that, you can't control the players.
No, I agree.
What do you think, Luke?
I was buzzing, to be fair, when I saw that Leicester won it. Cause I thought they went in as underdogs, and I felt like Chelsea thought they were. I don't know. It just felt like Chelsea thought they were going to win it, and I think it was brilliant that Leicester didn't. I think brilliant for Brendan Rodgers, and me and Sean talked about this in the past. That him going to Celtic, seems like he's created that winning mentality. Do you know what I mean? Where he's winning trophies, and it seems that. He's come to Leicester. He's taken Leicester from a mid-table team into the Champions League and winning FA Cups. I think he's done an unbelievable job, and I think he's an unbelievable manager. I think for what he's done, I think he's turned this team into a top six, into the big top six, and not top Spurs on a. If you look at it on a shoestring budget, really, because like you said, he sold Maguire, they sold Mahrez, they sold Chilwell, they've sold the players and just reinvested it into the squad. And I think they've done brilliant. And just on Chelsea as well, like, why wasn't Tommy Abraham there? Like, I'm not saying he's the best striker in the world, but like Riccardo says, like, he can score a goal. Like, it just felt there were nothing up front for Chelsea. Once plan A wasn't working, it was like, oh, well, we don't really have a plan B, so.
No, they don't.
Do you know what I mean?
They don't have a plan B. Chelsea don't have a plan B. That's why they get caught out. Like, at least City, like we're playing City, I've got a plan B. We can, if say we play that false nine, it's not working, we can bring Jesus or Aguero on. We've got players to fit different systems. But if Chelsea, like, if it don't work for them, doesn't. But anyway, Luke, do you reckon, does it give hope for you one day that you come in the FA Cup?
Leeds have already said this, and they've already said that they look at Leicester and they see themselves as Leicester, where we're going to try and do the same. So with our recruitment and with the stuff that we do, and I think with Leicester as well, I think it brings the magic of the FA Cup back. Whereas like the last couple of years, it has felt a bit flat, the FA Cup. But I think Leicester winning it, it's been really nice to see them win it, and with the fans being there yesterday, I think that was brilliant. And it brings the magic back, because we had we were talking to Nissi and Ori about it, and they said, what would you rather have as a Leeds fan? And I think if you'd asked me 3 years ago, I'd probably say, oh no, we'll have the Champions League. But I think now I'd be like, no, I want to win the FA Cup. Like, I want to go to Wembley and I want to win a trophy and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's definitely brought the like magic of the cup back. But as a Leeds fan, we look at Leicester and we think, 100%, that's where we want to be in the next couple of years. With the recruitment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you said you can't be, because you have got the. Like I said, you're a well-run club as well. You're not just sat back. Do you know what I mean? You've got the foundation there as well. Do you know what I mean? Once you got them owners who give the manager a bit of flex and you trust, and you know what I mean?
Your recruitment spot on. It's your recruitment's the main thing. If you recruitment spot on and you're bringing in lads from the youth, you're onto winning mentality.
All you wanted to do was survive and stay in the Premiership. You've done that. You've overachieved in one way, because you think you'll be up there like you thought, do you know what I mean? You thought like, call the team, not saying you're a bad team, but you've done your achievement this season.
Yeah.
It's in the Premiership, then you build on it from there. Then who says you can't go on to fight
look at
for
Leicester.
your
Look at Leicester though. Leicester were going to get relegated, and then they stayed up. Then they won the league. Obviously, that was a bit of a mad one, but but then they've recruited well. They were a mid-table team. They recruited well, got a good manager, and they built and built. I listened to. Go on, what you saying?
Like Aston Villa. You're better than them. You're bigger than them, I reckon. I think why can't you do what they're doing? They nearly got relegated last season. Look where they are. It was near Europe, but in the top. Do you know what I mean? They're not done bad this season, Aston Villa.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think Leicester done a fantastic job, fantastic recruitment. Brendan Rodgers done really well. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do next year as well, because I think they're going to keep building, like we said. Shaun, do you want to do a little bit about Rangers?
Yes.
Unbeaten season.
Stevie G finally got himself a league winners medal. Fair play to No, I'm just happy
in the SBL.
mate. He might end up like Rodgers, mate. He might go do good there for a couple of years and then come to the Premier League and get a good job. But I'm just happy for him, man. I'm just happy that he got it over the line and he finally got himself a league trophy. It doesn't matter, he won a trophy finally as a manager. Fair play to him for that. I think as much as people might cuss off the Scottish League, like if you look at maybe some ex-professionals, maybe even like Lampard, you see how the Celtic job is just there. Maybe someone like Lampard for experience and to get that more winning mentality, maybe he should go to Celtic and try and get Celtic back up to where they are, like, to the top to challenge Rangers. But fair play to Rangers though, unbeaten the whole season. Mate, Defoe's still playing, scoring the odd goal here and there. You got Leeds legend Kamaru putting goals in
legend. I won't call him a legend.
Leeds legend Kamaru putting goals in left, right, and centre. Morelos, you know what I mean? So fair play to Rangers. Obviously for them, like they'll be trying to go for Champions League. Well, trying to actually make the Champions League next season. So, a fair play to them. And I think, mate, like Celtic don't sort themselves out next season, Rangers will go unbeaten for the whole next season too. So, but fair play to Gerrard. You got where credit's due. Credit's due. Obviously, they weren't going to be the only team that was going to be invincible throughout the whole season. It was going to be Sporting Lisbon too in Portugal till they got beat on the weekend by Benfica. Thank you for letting me know about that, Luke. So yeah, invincible in the league.
Yeah, so Shaun phoned me up and said we were just talking. He said, "Oh, Rangers unbeaten. The only Rangers and Sporting are the only two unbeaten teams." And then on the night, I checked on my phone and Sporting lost the first game. So I texted him, I was like, the Rangers are now the only team.
Shaun, you got them fans coming after you now. You're going to get them on here. You might get them Sporting Lisbon fans on here.
But the thing is, I think they actually wrapped the title up before, so that was actually a good thing. So they were unbeaten until they won the title, and then they got beat. But fair play to them, though.
If you support Sporting Lisbon and you're watching this, come on here and blame Shaun.
They're unbeaten season ending.
Yeah, but no, fair play to Gerrard and the team.
Yeah, I think he's done really well. I think, but he's had money to spend on. He got in the SBL type thing, so I think he's built a good squad. And I think it's also Celtic have been so bad, but he still, he had a job to do and he's done it. So fair play to him. He's done really well. Be interested to see who does get a Celtic job. Eddie Howe, I think, is favourite, isn't he? But it's a massive rebuild job.
Whoever wants that job, I feel sorry for him. Because when the fans come in, they'll kill you. You're not good. They're ready. They'll kill you. So you better be prepared to be good, or if not, they'll kill you. These fans, Celtic fans, are mad. They're passionate. These are you
see the scenes outside Rangers when they won the league?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Unbelievable.
Police are telling them to go. They're not moving. You and what army are going to move them? Really? They've just won the league for the first time in 10 years and they think they're going to move.
No way. But no, Rich felt well deserved. Rangers, well deserved.
And then we've got I just want to get your thoughts on the Man U team selection versus Leicester and versus Liverpool, obviously. So the games are like back to back, only 2 days rest. Obviously, the Leicester game, they completely rotated 10 changes, They rotated the team and then obviously rotated the team back for Liverpool. What do you guys think to that? Well, do you agree to it, or what? Because they've not been fined or anything, have they? They've not been fined.
But that's why your squad is that big. If you have to make changes,
if you remember Mick McCarthy when he was at Wolves, he made like 10 changes for his team. I think he played City and he made 10 changes, and they got fined.
But that's wrong.
That.
I know what you're saying, but I think that's wrong because how big is your squad? How many players is in your squad?
Yeah, but you got to think as well,
not?
like, Luke, how would you feel like if you was on that United team and you're getting downgraded as not good enough, like to start that game, like they're saying, oh, he's played a weakened team, like you're getting classed as like a weakened guy to play when you're playing. Do you know what I mean?
And you're full international, and you probably play for
that's
your
what
national.
I mean. Like you look at it, obviously he done it because I understand the game rotation. I get that he didn't do it because he had one game. If he had one game that week and he done that, then you can question it. But when you're playing game after game in this Premier League, it's high intensity. You got to protect your players. You don't want to see Bruno Fernandes injured and all that. And we don't want to see them because the Euros is coming up. You want to see all the best players in there. I don't want to see no one injured. I want everyone to have the best squad they can available going into all these tournaments because that's when you're going to see the best. I'll be mad if City like played De Bruyne and all that and then tried to play him 2 days later and we got injured or then Diaz. I'll be questioning it. Like, why are you doing that? Rotate. That's why Shaun is right. That's why you got this 23-man squad. That's why it's a law or whatever. It's not like he's just fielding any Tom, Dick and Harry. Them players are registered. They get money. Like, they're all international. Like, Matic is international. Juan Mata's international. De Gea, and he's not Spain's first choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, Twanzebe, he's been playing. That Williams... How many games did he have last season? That Williams, I'm sure he played over half the game.
He had a few,
Tellez,
Van der Beek, Holland. Do you know what I mean? It's not like it was players like who's that? It's like they all had a bit of like stability where they come from. Like these players could probably play for someone else in that Premier League and probably get in. Like Van der Beek, he probably could get into someone like not United at the moment, but he'd probably get into someone like Everton and stuff like that. So
no, of course he would.
It was a weekend. But what if United would have won on the flip side? What would people be saying then?
Yeah, exactly. He's only could have lost.
That's what I mean. Obviously, it made City win the league. I'm not bothered which team they put out that. You do what I mean? But he tried to put all the eggs in one basket. Thought, all right, we'll play against Liverpool. That backfired as well. So people had not saying nothing when he played all them against United and they still lost. I mean, against Liverpool and they still lost. Do you know what I mean? What do people expect?
How do you feel, Shaun, as a Liverpool fan? Because obviously Leicester beating Man U.
Well, I'm not bothered with you because we got 3 points. We needed 3 points. That's all that really matters to me. But
obviously, but I mean, like, because Leicester got 3 points, didn't they? So it's harder for them to catch them. So a few Liverpool fans have kicked off saying it's not fair that they played a weakened team because they've handed 3 points to Leicester.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't complain. As a Liverpool fan, you can't complain because at the end of the day, look how many home games we've lost, 1-0 or whatever. How many home games we've lost? It's our own fault why we don't make top four. It's never mind trying to blame. We can't be blaming Man United for you got to be real. It's our own fault why we didn't make top four. There's no excuses. We shouldn't have to rely on other teams for whatever. If we just did our own business, there's 38 games. If you do your own business correctly, then you get what you deserve. We haven't done it, so I'm not gonna complain really. Leicester did what they had to do. they went and got the result. So and then also, if you think about it, like I'm not, you know what I mean, Cavani and Fernandes, they even came off the bench against Leicester as well. So they actually played a little bit in that game as well as played 90 minutes against Liverpool anyway. So
Rashford as well.
Rashford as well. Yeah. I think Greenwood played. I'm sure.
Yeah, he started pretty much.
Yeah, and so it's just, you know, as a Liverpool fan, I'm not going to complain because if we did our own business, we would be where we want to be, but we're not. So no complaint.
I always say, if you're waiting for other team results and not relying on your own, then you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You're relying on other teams to do your dirty work, then you shouldn't be there, really. Do you know what I mean? You should be gritting it out yourself. I'd rather it be in my own hands than waiting for a team to do it for me.
Yeah, you got to be there on your own merit.
If you lose it, you can say, all right, you know what I mean? We tried, it was in our hands, we didn't do it. Instead of waiting for someone else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good. And then we've got Laporte. So Laporte's declared himself for Spain. So he was in the French under-19s, French under-21s, under-23s, and now he's declared himself for Spain. So what do you guys think?
I cannot believe he's done that. I can't believe. I'm shocked.
Is he not getting in the France team? Does he not?
That must be the only reason, and I can't understand how he can't get in that French team because is it because like because he's not playing as regular for City, he thinks he ain't going to get in the squad or what? I don't understand how he can't get in that French team.
Who are the French centre-backs?
Well,
Varane, Upamecano,
Yeah,
Umtiti.
Upamecano.
But I'm sorry, but if you saw the way that Upamecano got dust off the other day against Haaland, like seriously, Laporte's better than him. Laporte, he's their best. For me, he's their best centre back. I think he's their best centre back. I can't believe he can't get in that squad. You know what I mean?
Varane as well. Varane.
Yeah,
Zuma.
but Varane's not even that
Zuma,
good now.
come on.
No, I'm just
Oh,
naming
you're gone. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't. It doesn't make no sense to me how he can't get in that
squad. This list is getting worse.
That's what I mean. I don't see how he can't get in that squad. Like obviously for Spain, he'll start every game because I guess who they got, it'll be him alongside Sergio Ramos. I guess that will make Spain more solid. But I still don't see Spain as a contender to win the Euros. You might as well.
Leeds is Llorente. He's normally their starting centre back.
Llorente, so well, that's the thing.
Ramos, Garcia, Llorente, and Martinez. They're the ones I've got.
Is that Garcia from City?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won't get in.
No, he's not. He's already playing him. He's not going to get in.
I can't believe that he's gone Barcelona. That's shocking from them. Desperate.
Oh, yeah. But
what
do you think about Laporte
situation? I think there's more to it. I think Deschamps got his favourites because you look, Benzema's not even allowed nowhere near that squad as well. So I think Deschamps is a bit poisonous in there. So he must have told him straight, look, you're not getting in. Like he must have said it to him. You're best off trying to get Spain because I don't fancy you. I don't rate you.
He's fallen out, hasn't he? They've fallen out.
Yeah. There's something behind the scenes because you're not going to leave the country where you're born and where your family's from just to play for a country where you played your trade. And I think that's morally wrong anyway. I don't think he should be allowed to play for Spain because he's got no connection other than that he used to play his football there. That is rubbish. That don't justify you playing for that country. You're not Spanish. You're not entitled to so if it all goes wrong for him, what the Spanish fans going to be like? Because I'd be annoyed if that happened. Like it's not going to work out.
They win the Euros and he's
they're not
going to care either.
But like he's French. He's like
it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's like how can you, I don't get that. Like I know you could get international claims of passport, but you're not that nationality. You're not from there. You got no connections like that. Your ancestors.
But let's just say Bruno Fernandes could play for England. Let's just say he could play for England. Would you take him or not? Because it's with that dilemma.
It's a tough one. You would take him.
No, but it's not. If
Laporte was going to play for England, we would take him 100%.
No, but listen,
it's not about that. No, it's up to him whether he wants to play for them or not. It's up to him.
You'll take him on his football ability. Don't get me wrong. But then you got to question your mentality in his head. Does he want to be here? That's what you got to question. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't. Say if I was playing in bloody Iran. All my life football for Iran, I couldn't get in the England team. I wouldn't go to play for Iran national team because that's why I play football there. It doesn't mean internationally that I should represent them. That's your country. That's a whole nation you're representing. Yeah, a whole nation, not just a little club. You're representing a country, and like I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I could play in a country, but I couldn't represent them unless I was from there. I don't think it's morally right. That's me personally.
I think it's different as well. So, like Jamaica, for example, like they're obviously getting a lot of the English players getting their passports, but I think that is different because it's like they're actually like originated from that country, whereas Laporte is just doing it because he's played there. And I disagree with that. I don't think he should be allowed to do that.
Thank you. That's what if you had a Spanish grandma or granddad or something like that. Then I thought, okay, fair enough, he's showed that, but he's got nothing except that he used to play over there. And that's wrong. That it's like saying Messi or I'll play for Spain now because do you know what I mean? I know he can't now, but I'm just saying it's like if he didn't get in the Argentina when he was little, or I don't know to play for Argentina or Spain. Hold on, where you from? Where your roots? Never forget where you come from. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean? That's what
something's kicked off. Something's kicked off of him because you don't just go to like a rival as well like that. Like something's kicked off of him.
100%.
And then the last bit is just so the next Crystal Palace manager. So the rumours are it's going to be Frank Lampard who's going to take over Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson's not said anything yet, and he apparently wants to keep going. But what do you think? Lampard be a good appointment or not?
He's got a huge job because he's got so many free agents.
Benteke on fire at the moment. He's contract.
Benteke's paid for a contract. When he gets it, he'll see back to his old Benteke. So,
an absolute huge job. Well, why not Lampard? Why not, man? You probably wouldn't have to move far, London. Why not?
The only thing I'd say with Lampard though is if you look at when he was at Derby, he got all the Chelsea young boys and had a bit of money to spend. You look at when he was at Chelsea, it's a big club with a lot of good players. Palace is a tough job. You don't have the money to spend. You just mentioned all the players are going to leave.
Yeah.
Wolfie Zaha leaves as well.
It is a big rebuild job. Is Lampard up for a rebuild job?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got to get rid. They're going to have Zaha who's going to moan saying he wants to go in the summer. Please let me go, like he does every season.
Yeah.
You're going to have all these players going free. And it's going to be tricky, like Palace, who they're going to bring in because they know they've not got that much money. And
bring back what's his name? Who they had before that got sacked after 5 minutes?
Frank de Boer. 4 games. It lasted 4 games.
That's what I mean.
Bring Avram Grant back.
Avram Grant. I think he started the Super Six. I read he was one of the things. Yeah, he was one of the big players of the Super Six. Avram Grant.
Wow.
I think he was. I think I read that. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I don't what do you reckon if Brentford or something don't come up, what about their manager?
Oh, maybe.
One of the championship managers, if they don't come up, are they good enough for the Premiership? Is he good, that Brentford manager or whatever?
He's done all right, hasn't he? Yeah, he's done all right.
I
don't know. Do you go with experience?
One of them guys who don't come up? I don't know.
Yeah.
Barnsley manager, I don't know.
Or do you go experience like
they've had experience with Roy Hodgson and they're not gone anywhere.
He's safe though, isn't he? He's safe.
Yeah, I get that. He's safe, but that's all he is, safe.
Yeah.
Maybe you want that, not young one, but maybe you want someone who'll take that risk and make
Sean Dyche.
Maybe, but would he leave Burnley? Are they any better?
I
know they both got no money. Is he going to fight with that chairman for money as well? He might as well stay at Burnley. You know what I mean? At least, you know what I mean? I don't know.
But I thought Burnley were going to potentially get some new investment coming in. I thought they were going to get.
I think so. The people that bought Burnley, they funded Burnley through a loan. Yeah. So it's the same as what Man U did. So it's look, the chances are they probably won't put much money into Burnley.
No, I don't think so myself. No. Yeah. Well, it is a hard. Whoever takes it, like you said, they got a big rebuild job. So you got to give them time, basically. So
you don't have much time. That's a problem with the Premier League.
Say if they do get Lampard in the first 10 games, he's won 2 out of the 10 or something. And
he's probably out. Yeah,
he's got such a hard.
Do you know what I mean? It's a Premier League. It's nobody's friend. It's just so ruthless.
They could be one of the favourites for relegation.
Palace.
I was thinking about this, right? Just on to next season. So we know the teams that have gone down, and we know 2 of the teams that have come up. I'm looking at the teams in the Premier League now, and it is quite a stable league at the moment. And you look at the teams that came up this year, there's only Leeds that have stayed up. The other 2 have gone down. Do you think it'll be the same next year? Obviously, we don't know with recruitment and stuff. But I think it's going to be hard for teams to break into the Premier League now because it looks really that settled league.
League, yeah, it does. It really does. It's going
to take. I don't think you could get worse than Sheffield United, losing 29 games off. I think even Norwich don't even do that bad when they come up. But they're still
they're pretty bad.
So I'm glad that Sheffield United are gone because they don't. They're not a Premiership team to me, really. So, like you said, Luke, it is going to next season. I think it'd be more tight. I think it might go down to the last games instead of the last 3, it did. I think it would be more tight because you're right. The teams are stable. I expect your team Leeds to have a good season again and not fight for, mid-table team. I reckon, or even push for the top 10. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, I think Norwich will come up and struggle. I think Watford will come up and struggle.
I think they'll go straight back down, Watford.
Yeah, I do
because
they have the money and resources. Because I think Burnley, how bad Burnley are, and they can't win at home, but they always seem to find a way to get them results. Like they always pull it off. They get, I don't know how they do it, but they do. So them teams know how to win ugly in the Premiership and stay up. But these teams like Fulham who've come up, they just play that one-way system. They don't want to win ugly. They just want to win stylish, and that's why they go back down. Really, you got to have that grit and determination. Sometimes you got to go to Plan C, B, D, all of them just to stay in. It's about survival. I know everyone wants to see this nice football and fancy football, but sometimes you got to, like at Leeds when they first come up, they're playing all that you score, we score. But I've noticed in these last games, you've gone tighter at the back.
Yeah, they've learned. They're learning. I feel like they're learning.
To like more because you're thinking, all right, we can score, but we're letting loads of go. Let's see what we can do. And Bielsa has changed it. And this system, what you're playing, is awesome. You're playing better. You're more secure at the back. You're hard to break down. I like it.
And you know what? Also with Leeds as well, because people are questioning Bielsa about his tactics, and then if you look at them, they've got much more of a settled back four.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because obviously Llorente was injured. You had Strauch in there. Cooper kept coming in and out. When you're settled, you've got a settled team. Then you know what I mean.
The teams what come up usually deserve to stay up anyway. Usually be the best team what's come up. Like to me, if you didn't watch football in the Premiership, you won't think that you used to just come up the way you've played this season. It's like you're meant for the Premiership basically. You look comfortable there. You know, like Wolves and stuff. Like you look comfortable there. Do you know what I mean?
But if Leeds win the next two games, we'll be the greatest team to be promoted to the Premier League on 59 points.
Oh, there you go. So I mean, it's like you're breaking records. So obviously you got something there. Just how you build on it next season. Do you know what I mean? You got a good fan base. You got a good manager. You got a good thing. It's how you build on that. Your team's built for the Premiership. You've built in the Championship for the Premiership. That's what I'm trying to say. You've done all your hard work in the Championship, and when you got up there, you weren't like planning to go. You planned to stay there. That's what you did.
Yeah. I think as well, like you mentioned at the start of the season, Leeds were like a bit of a rabbit in headlights, where it was like you score, we score, you score, we score, score, a bit mad. Whereas now it's a bit more settled and a bit more like we get keeping clean sheets. We defending well, we're building play, and now it feels like we're building something. It does feel like we're building something in me.
Like, I like it. Like I think you deserve next season. It'd be interesting. Like if you do have a bad season, like. People think, because you've overachieved, like you've done downfall of your own success, if you know what I mean. Everyone's going to leave next season are going to be this and that, when you might not be, not because you're a bad team, but because you might have overachieved in your first season, and that's when pressure gets to you like that. Yeah, but I think you will stay up again. I can't see you being bad as like Norwich, who are coming up, and Watford and that. Like, you know what I mean? I won't be worried. I think if you get some more players in, like you got international players like Rodrigo, now if you can get more players like that in, I think you'll be all right. If you can keep Jack Harrison, maybe City might let you get him on loan again.
No, we're buying him apparently 10 mil.
Oh, you're buying? How much?
That's a brilliant, but 10 mil.
That's a bargain if you think about it.
He's got 16 assists and goals contributed, and he's got the most out of any English player in the Premier League this season.
He's had a good. I've always
in the midfield. In midfield. Yeah.
Do you want to stop it? Do you want to swap it for Sterling?
No, not a chance.
Well, I know. Yeah. No, he's been really good for you this season, and I can't believe City letting a talent like that go for 10 mil as well.
10 mil.
You know what I mean? Look at that.
So that means we let Sane and him go for a combination of 60 mil.
That's mad, isn't it?
Come on.
I can't believe Sane went for 50 mil. I want to think about it now. I cannot believe it.
I know.
He sort of forced his way out there, didn't he? That
Roberts, so we could easily get 30 mil for him off views, because he's them people. He's better than that Ben Rama and all that. Yeah. And how much did West Ham pay for him? And he's English as well.
30? He paid 30 for Ben Rama?
Yeah.
And he scored his first goal over the weekend.
He did.
How old's that Roberts?
How old is it?
How old's Harrison?
Oh, is it Patrick Roberts?
Yeah. No, not him. How old is he, Roberts?
Tyler Roberts.
Yeah, Tyler Roberts. How old is he?
21 or something. Oh, no, about 23, 24.
He's a good player.
I don't know. No. I don't know. I think he needs another year in Championship, to be honest. I think you can see the difference yesterday when Click played in his role. You know what I mean?
What a goal that was.
Yeah, brilliant finish that one. Yeah. Really good goal.
But
yeah, to just going back on the Premier League, so with like Fulham, West Brom, they've finished on what, like 27 points, 28 points, and I think, and then the next stage up, like 38, they'll probably get to 40, and that's normally your things. That's what I mean with the teams coming up. Are they just going to come straight back down?
Yeah,
probably.
If they don't invest, if they're coming up that same team what went down the year before, then you're not going to invest. You need to invest in some experience and
you need a goal scorer.
Yeah,
a lot of these teams ain't got a goal scorer. Like, if you look at Brentford, if Brentford, for instance, come up, Ivan Toney, I know he's not played Premier League, but he can score goals. He's not someone who can actually put the ball in the back of the net. So, if you know what I mean, and obviously they produce Ollie Watkins, if Ivan Toney's anything like that, and you can get if you can get half the goals that Ivan Toney scored this season in the Premier League, they'll be all right. Brentford would be all right, but they need a goal scorer.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Like, maybe like if Brentford come up, they have a more chance of staying up than Norwich or whoever, because they got that striker, like you said, Ivan Toney. He hasn't been in the Premiership, but he's a goal scorer. He might make a bit of a nuisance. You need that nuisance striker who gets about a bit and like, where defenders have to be on the game and they're going to be in the toes, and not them guys who think they've made it in the Championship already and think, no, they've come here, like, I don't have to do much. Like that Pukki, for example, he's good in the Championship. When he gets in the Premiership, he just looks nothing like him. Because
Mitrovic, like it's same.
Yeah,
brilliant Championship.
Exactly.
Doesn't do anything.
I can't understand him. He can play. I look at him. I feel like you could do so much more. I
think he's been a letdown this season.
Yeah, he don't even play anymore. He don't even play him.
No, I think Lookman will go back to Leipzig. I don't think he'll stay at Fulham. Maybe someone who comes up might get him.
Anderson's going as well, isn't he, from Fulham?
Yeah, he's all right in the captain of Fulham. Yeah, he's all right. He's on loan from Lyon, is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think Spurs are after him.
I can't see Areola going. I think I can see Areola going back to PSG. I can't.
Yeah, he ain't going down the Championship. Not on his.
I'm shocked. No. I'm shocked. I was shocked he even went to Fulham in the first place. I was shocked.
I'll have him as City number 2, but then again, I'll keep Scott Carson.
Yes. Did you see that the pass completion was like the better than the Iniesta? Like 96% pass completion.
Scott, what do you think about seeing Scott Carson in there, Luke?
Yeah, fair play to him. Leeds and Liverpool legend, isn't it?
I thought he was at Derby.
He's a Leeds lad.
We got him on loan.
Yeah.
We want him back again.
By the way, poor old Zach Steffen, mate. You know, Zach Steffen knows he's been dropped to number 3. Poor guy.
No, it's a one-off game, and it just said thank you.
One-off. He deserved it, He deserved. We won the league. You don't mind if we let in 10, 20 goals. It's just one of them. That was a pretty mad game the other night. That to be
mate. No Callum Wilson, right? Newcastle. See, that must be a frustration also for Newcastle fans. Like, you think no Callum Wilson and that, and I know they scored 3 goals against the second-string Man City team, but it's just like, you know what I mean? They save it till they save all these goals until they have to survive to then play like this. It must be frustrating to be a Newcastle fan.
I'll tell you what, though, that Willock's a player.
Yeah, but he's on loan from Arsenal. It might go back.
Yeah. So Arsenal, I think Newcastle are going to try and buy him out, but yeah, he's a player, that Willock.
Sometimes when you go out on loan, it can backfire. Not like Lingard. If they do excellent, then you got to pay top dollar for him. It's one of them where you think, shit, they're doing so well. The big clubs are licking the lips here, thinking, all right, you want this player finger, but when they don't, you rather him come in, do all right, then buy him, then blitz off. It's the worst when it's the other way around. I know you want him to do good from the start, but sometimes it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? The price tag's gone up now. Lingard, like United can say,
30 40 mil now.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
And if he didn't do well, and then like give us 10 mil for him, and then next season like Prebel, do you know what I mean? But now they might put contracts in him now, like Willock. If all right, you want to buy him, but we want a clause now where we can buy him back.
Yeah, that's what normally do.
And that's the power these clubs have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if he scores more than like 10 goals and it says, all right, we can buy him back for so much. We get first refusal at like 12 mil, half the price what you pay. And it's like the tight, and then you think,
it's Man U after a defender, just on that. Man U after that Atlanta defender. He's on loan. Is he on loan from Juventus?
Atlanta, yeah, they're after, I heard about that.
Yeah, but Atlanta have a buyout clause, So Atlanta can buy him for 20 million, and then they're going to send to Man U for 50. How stupid is that? So sign a contract with Atlanta. The next day, he's signing one with Man U.
So he's gone to 2 clubs in
in a week.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Might as well stay at Atlanta.
Murata did that. Didn't Murata do that? He was at Real Madrid, and then he moved to Juventus and went to Real Madrid, but then went to Chelsea or something. I swear it was that Murata.
Yeah, probably. That sounds
Higuain.
I know he's been about. I don't know what club he's at these days. I can't keep up with him around.
He's at Juventus. They're right crazy game against Inter Milan the other day.
I don't know where he'll be next season. Probably back at Atletico. Then he'll get shipped out somewhere again.
He's all over the place. All you know is he's either going to be in Italy or Spain. So one of the two.
That's terrible, England.
No, it's shocking. Yeah.
You driving back Leeds, Luke? Morata?
No, not a chance. We've got Bamford, haven't we? So we're all right.
Is that a big wage budget? That or what?
What? Rodrigo's on $100,000 a week.
Is he the highest paid player at your?
Yeah, $100,000 a week.
Is he worth it to you or what?
He played well against Burnley for his 10 minutes, scored 2 goals, but I don't know. You see glimpses of him, but he's not been fit, so it's just you don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's funny how he turned up like that yesterday, right? Just when it's getting close to the Euros, isn't it? So he's not really been that.
Oh yeah, he's not that.
He's not been hot all season, and now you're going to start hitting form.
He's been injured though. He's been injured. Then he had COVID as well. So we were out for like 3 weeks of COVID. So it was like
but either way, you couldn't. Yeah, but Bamford was doing the business, so he couldn't get in anyway.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
true.
Like, you know what I mean? So, but fair play. Awesome.
Cool. So yeah, that was really good. So just to finish, we're going to be doing a football special with our very own Riccardo. He's going to be going against Nissi on having a debate about all the things that both have said on the podcast. So Riccardo, do you want to put a little feeder out for it?
We're going to keep it clean. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
No swearing.
No. Nissi, if you're watching, when we have this talk, don't come with no Luke Shaw. Don't tell me United have lost the least games because I'm not having it. You're obsessed with City. They're living rent-free in your head. We need to get them out your head, and you need to concentrate on your team that haven't won the league now since Fergie left. Your club's declining, so don't come onto my club because the noisy neighbours are the biggest ones now. And then we can talk about how you tried to defend Arsenal, trying to say that because it was in Europe, that's where they are. I'm sorry, but you're worse than Ty out of Arsenal Fan TV, and it's time for you to go.
That's brilliant.
Well said.
I think what we'll do, we're going to do we'll do a team of the season. I think we'll get you both on for the team of the season, and then we can get your opinions on who you think team of the season are for this year.
Won't be in mine anyway. He'll have 11 Luke Shaws. I know he's got 11 Luke Shaws ready for me.
What? Just a quick one. What did you reckon to that Gary Neville team?
Nah, shocking that. I'm sorry.
He just put him on new players. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I've seen Rashford in it. No, I'm sorry. I was shocking that. He's biased, isn't he? He's United.
Yeah.
That's why I can't believe he's on Sky and all that. Really, because chat's rubbish when he commentates on it. I don't really listen to him really.
No, I thought it was shocking. As soon as I saw the team, I was like, "What is that?"
I know. When I see Nissi's face on there, I just see Gary Neville's in him.
Love it.
He's just a Gary Neville. That's all he is, Gary Neville.
That's brilliant.
I can't wait to speak to him, man. And he needs to know that he's a bit deluded with his team at the moment. I've listened to it, and when he listened to it, he said, "We've only lost 4 games. City have lost 5. What is it now? United lost 6." That's what I mean. It's all crazy. Yeah, I can't wait to get him on.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. It'd be good. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Riccardo.
Yeah, thanks everyone thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please, see you soon, mate.
Bye.
Thanks everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, click that notification button, and let us know down in the comments what you liked and what you didn't like. And Shaun.
Yep. Everyone, tune in, check it out. Let's talk with Shaun and Luke on Facebook, Castbox, and Instagram. Thank you for joining us.
And make sure you check out the episode with Riccardo and Nissi. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.